Learn Programming Skills welcomes you to the YouTube platform, and today's video we are going to look at two special and very important commands we can use in the command prompt window, and these commands are the Cipher command and also the Attribute command. We want to identify these useful commands and also find out their differences and whatever that goes in the computer system, that is the operating system, how these commands can correlate or coordinate with the operation of the computer system. So these are the two commands we want to talk about in this video, which is the Cipher command and also the Attribute command. And these commands helps in the right organization and management of our files and folders on our operating system. Now, what is the Cipher command? This command is a Windows command line utility used to protect data from unauthorized access, removes encryption, and shows whether Windows items are encrypted. So what they are trying to say here is that the Cipher command can help you to encrypt your items and also decrypt your items. It can also prevent people from getting authorized access to those items that you have encrypted. Because we will dive into the practical session, I'll show you how this command works by preventing people from getting or protecting our data from unauthorized access. And when you jump to the Attribute command, this is a command line utility used to show file properties such as read only, hidden, system attributes, and also used to control files accessibility and its visibility. So this command also resists people from getting access to your items. It can also hide items from people for not seeing those items on your computer interface. You can also change the read only attribute or characteristics of your document on your computer system. So these are the theoretical definition of the Cipher command and also the Attribute command. Let's locate the differences between these commands that we have here. Let's look at the Cipher. The Cipher command manages encryption of files and folders. Let me have a recap once again. The Cipher command manages encryption of files and folders. So it allows you to encrypt your file. At the same time, you can also encrypt folders which consists of other folders and files. Also, we have the Attribute command, which helps to modify or display file attributes. As I said previously, you can change your Word document or a document to a read only, and that means you are making some modification to the file attribute. When it comes to the Cipher command, this encrypts or decrypts files and folders using the EFS of your computer system. And when we say the EFS, this means encrypting file system. So the Cipher command uses the encrypting file system of your computer to encrypt and also decrypt your files and directories. When we move to the Attribute command, this changes the file attribute as well. And when we move to the Cipher command, it provides additional layer of security to protect sensitive data. And when we move to the Attribute command, this helps manage file visibility and its accessibility. And this particular talks about the hiding of files and also unhiding your files on your computer system. These are the differences between the Cipher command and also the Attribute command. Now, we have looked at the theoretical differences between this Cipher command and Attribute command. Let's quickly jump into the computer interface, that is the desktop background, and let me show you how we can practically use these commands to make some changes to our files and folders, which is going to help us have organization and also management of these items. So now this is my desktop background and I have all these icons here. We are going to start with the Cipher command, and to do this we need to open the command prompt on our interface. So let's open it quickly. So this is my command prompt window open, and this is the current line of path that we have here. The first command to use for the Cipher command, I'm going to type the Cipher command with the / and the letter S. Now when you press enter by typing this command, this is the command I typed in this line of path, as you can see, and this has revealed all this information to me. And when you scroll down, this tells you the individual commands you can use with the Cipher command. So if I move down, you can see that all these are commands that we have here. And now when you look at this area, we have /B, /C. All these can be combined with a Cipher descriptive text, and that is going to perform a function on your computer system. It means when you take this Cipher and add it to this command that we have here, they will perform its description that is located in this area. So when you scroll down, this gives you all the commands you can use with the Cipher command. The second command is to encrypt a directory or a file. So presently I am located in this line of path and I want to access the desktop, so I'm going to type cd desktop and press the enter key. This becomes my current location, meaning I'm in this location, and I'm going to have full control over these files and directories. If I type cipher/E and press the space bar, now when I type the name of the file, this needs to encrypt that file. If I type the name of the folder, it needs to encrypt that particular folder. Now I want to encrypt this folder. Currently, look at this icon. There is nothing that is shown that this particular directory is encrypted. I'm going to type the name of this particular directory in this command line, and if this is very lengthier for you, just select the item, press the F2 on the keyboard, hold Ctrl+C, press enter, click on this command prompt interface to have the cursor blinking, and I'm going to place this in a quotation mark because we have two variables for the name. I'm going to open the quotation mark, put the cursor in the middle of the quotation mark, hold Ctrl+V on the keyboard and press the enter key. Now when you get back to your interface, you can see that this directory or folder has a padlock symbol on this. This tells you that this directory is encrypted. One advantage of this is that if somebody have access to your computer system, pull this into an external hard disk or a pen drive or flash drive, the person can really send that file to that particular device. But when he or she inserts that device into a different computer and tries to open this on that computer, he or she is going to have a denial of that opening of the directory because they will need administrative restriction acceptance before they can open that particular item. So when you put this into a different computer, you can never get access to it because it has been encrypted by the encryption file system of this computer system. So this is how to encrypt a directory, and when this is done, it affects the entire files that we have here, because when you try to pull the file from this folder, it will prompt you that these files are encrypted. If you want to do the same for a file, this time around, as I said, we have a lot of shortcuts that can help you to access other typed commands in this window. So since we have this place the cursor blinking, I can use the up arrow key to reveal this previously typed command, and I'm going to erase this and type the name of the file. But remember, because we are using the characteristics of the encryption file system of your computer, you need to type the file name and also add the extension of the file name. So I'm going to type the file name. So this is the file name and its extension, and when I press enter, this is also going to encrypt this particular file. So I have this file also encrypted. So let's clear the screen of this command prompt. Now we are done with the encryption aspect of this Cipher command. How can we decrypt? That is, if we want to take off the characteristics of the Cipher command on the item, how can we do so? We have a command that is going to equip us to do so. So I'm going to press the up arrow key to reveal all these commands, and I'm going to erase. So I am going to type the description command. So I have typed Cipher/D images. Sorry, I had a wrong input, so let me change this to a full stop and press the enter key. So I have taken off the encryption of this file. Now let's move to the directory. I'm going to reveal this command and then move to where the letter E is, type the letter D and press the enter key, and this also decrypts this directory. So when you move back to the desktop, this directory do not have the padlock symbol. This is how to use the Cipher command to make changes to your individual items such as files and folders. Now let's move to the attribute command. In this case, attribute commands can help you to change the attribute of your files, and we are going to start with the attribute command with the R letter. So I'm going to type this. So I have attribute plus R, and I'm going to type the file name and its extension and press the enter key. This file has been set to a read-only file, meaning when you open it, this is not going to allow you to make some modification or make any changes to this particular file. So let's open this file. Now this is the file I've opened on my desktop background, and when I move to this bar, which is called a title bar, it says this is the file name, but it is set to read only. So you can't have changes to this. You are set or customized to read this particular file. When I go to file and choose info, in this interface you can see it says this file has been opened in a read only mode. Changes cannot be made to this original file. So you can't make any change to this original file because this file is set to a read only document using the attributes command. So let me close this, and then this time around we are going to remove the attributes of this particular file. So let's open the previously command by pressing the up arrow key, and let's jump to where the letter R is, change this to the minus sign and press the enter key. We have taken out the read only attributes of this file. So let's open it once again. Now when you have access to the title bar, we have the file name, and now this is not set to a read only document. When I move to file, choose info, we don't have that effect applied to it. So this is how the attribute command works with files on our computer system. So let's clear the screen of our command prompt. So this is about the read only attribute that can be applied to our Word document or any file document that you have on your computer system. The next attribute command is using the +H command, and let's type the file name with the extension. Now when I press enter, this is going to hide this file from the computer system. So the document that we have in this area, which is the images, has been hidden using this special command, and this is restricting visibility and also accessibility. No one can have access to this particular document unless I bring it back by using this particular command once again. So if I want to bring it back, I can press the up arrow key, move to where the plus sign is, and change this to the minus sign and press enter key, and this is going to bring back my file on this location. You can also apply that to directory as well. I have a video that shows you how to hide directories and files using the attributes command. So get into the description below and get access to that particular video. The next one about attribute command is using the letter S. This is about system attributes. So if I type this, I have typed this command, meaning I have applied system attribute to this particular file. And if you want to take out the system attribute given to this document, you can press the up arrow key, move to where the plus sign is, erase, type the minus sign and hit the enter key. The last attribute command is to archive your items for backup. So you can type the attribute command. I'm going to erase the letter S and type the letter A and press the enter key. So I have archived this for backup as well. And if you want to remove this restriction, you use the -A and press enter key. So these are the two commands we talk about in this video, and when you have the understanding of these commands, it helps you use them effectively when it comes to files and folders management.